Hi, I am Dr. Carolina Tillotson. I'm the owner and chiropractor at the Wellness Connection. And as you know, I am on a mission to help people think well, move well, eat well, and heal well in ways that are perfect for their bodies. And today we have Jamie Leigh. She is the guest today for our Live Well Community Spotlight. The reason I love Jamie is because she is dedicated to helping people be healthy, starting with their skin, and it's about true health and wellness that goes all the way down. And so today we're going to be talking to Jamie. Just to tell you a little bit more about her, she is a seasoned holistic and functional esthetician. She's the founder of Modern Holistic Skin and specializes in not one, but 5 holistic modalities that support the overall internal wellness and vibrancy. Her practice's philosophy is to glow from the cell that is true beauty. And as we know, our first line of defense, our microbiome, starts with the skin. After studying intensely, after intensely studying holistic skincare for the past 6 years, she's gained 7 holistic and oncology certifications, which is very impressive. And you can tell that she is very dedicated to serving people to her highest ability. She just opened her second location at the end of last year, and she now practices full-time there. And that second location is in Roswell, Georgia. So excited to have you, Jamie. And today we're going to be talking about nightly rituals and removing the day. And when we first were thinking about doing this Facebook Live together, you know, the world we live in is a stressful world, and depending on when you're watching this video, can depend on the stresses that are happening in the world. But no matter what, stress is a human thing that people go through. And one thing that can be lost in that are routines. The more stressed we get, sometimes our routines start to slip. But what I found is when we have routines and we stick to the ones that are really solid, like what Jamie's going to share with us today, it creates stability, it creates security, and more than anything right now, it creates health. And so I am so excited that you're going to tell us how to be healthy and how to remove our day.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Of
That was
course.
a beautiful intro. Yes, I just think removing the day and setting up your day to really for your whole body and skin to truly repair at night, for its optimal cellular repair, shall you say. And setting up the nervous system and the body to prepare that, to let the body and the mind align them and to prepare them that sleep is coming. Because sleep is essential for overall health and well-being of body and mind, and spirit. It's emotional as well. And that all shows up in our skin. It definitely does. And skin is our mirror, and it's a beautiful thing when you can align and connect what's happening in that. So nighttime is really important to remove the dirt and debris and your day. This could be something as simple as, depending on your day, of course, really like an hour before you're going to make dinner, like just cleansing off your skin and removing the day. And then make dinner like casually, light a candle, set the tone of softer music, more like winding down. And essentially, when it comes to a skincare routine, is I love an oil cleanser because it's just so nourishing to the skin. And just really focusing too on giving yourself some love and nourishment, and a facial massage with an oil cleanser. You know, we store a lot throughout the day, a lot of stress internally. Emotions are stored in the facial muscles. So really just releasing that. It heightens our immunity. It flushes out toxins. It creates circulation, which then is nourishing the cell. It's really important. And then having a cup of tea at night, to just reading a book, just things of low stress, low maintenance, and but really giving back to yourself and nourishing yourself. So And when you do that, I just think you naturally glow. It's like, I don't know, I can't describe it. But I see it very often, and it's beautiful when you are nourishing yourself, really.
But you can see the difference in people,
Yeah,
that glow. It might be hard to describe, but when you see it, you know it.
yeah, and and I just think winding down your day, and after you remove, an oil cleanser, use a warm to hot washcloth, and really take the time of like putting it over your face and creating a steaming effect, and then removing that, like connecting back to the body too. I think that's essential for health, because I think when we're connected, we realign to when things become unbalanced. And it then is quicker for us to realign too. So I think I cannot stress nighttime and evening time enough. I mean, I really think it's so important, because sleep is so important. Sleep is number one.
Well, I love that you are, it's not just about functionally removing stuff off of your skin. It's about making it a deeper process if you want to, but allowing yourself to really come home to yourself, to really give back in a way that's nourishing and not just functional.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really, and then I know some people might be watching this and thinking, oh, maybe this is just like a thing that women do. This is
No,
for
um,
everybody.
no, I actually, I was actually at one of my girlfriend's house, and her husband's like, what do you use to like wash your face? And I'm like, well, you could use an oil cleanser. This goes for men and women. We all have skin, and obviously women use a boatload more of product, but men should be doing it too. I just think you feel happier. You feel a sense of peace, I feel, sometimes when that connection is made. You might walk a little bit lighter in your step, maybe. Shall I say?
Yes, I love that. And if you haven't tried it,
Are kind of connected. It's refreshing, I feel.
I totally agree. So just to be clear, from here on out, this is for guys and girls. Everybody that has skin, this is for you.
Yes. Which is everyone.
So talk to us about, I mean, you don't have to get super specific if you don't want to, but in terms of oil cleansers, what should people be looking for?
Personally, I'm a huge fan of jojoba oil.
Okay.
I love Earth to You brand. It's actually in London. Her company is beautiful. It's very inexpensive, but it's the closest oil to mimic the body's sebum oil.
Mm.
So I find the skin can really find balance very quickly when using that oil as a cleanser. It's very low maintenance. So I love jojoba oil, and there's all different types, but so do your research. But not all jojoba is equaled the same. But I definitely love Earth to You. It's beautiful, and of course love Laurel. And you can even cleanse your skin with olive oil. I mean,
Okay.
so simple. It can be really any nourishing oil, and it's also feeding the cells as well, and setting up what that nourishment is going to be at night when those cells are repairing and rejuvenating. What are those cells being nourished in? So that's another point of where I love oil cleansers, and especially in the evening, is to really nourish the skin and the cell and prep that for the healing process of the body.
Yeah.
So I think that's essential too.
Awesome. What else should people be doing, or could they be doing, to give back to themselves to get ready for the unwinding at nighttime?
I think taking a breath and just allowing yourself to end the day,
Mm.
to just close it, and now is my time, family time, and I think just needs to be a limit, and we allow that. So, and high productivity is not always the best. It is, but it's not. So just, being more conscious of your stress level and what creates that stress for you. And so I think that's as well, but really just taking a breath and allowing yourself to end the day. Yeah.
Love it. So what
It's
else?
always easy to do, and it's not going to happen every day. So be easy on yourself. If it happens once a week, great for you. Do it every day, even better for you, but no pressure.
No pressure. There's highs, lows, ebbs, flows. No day is equal, but the opportunity to give back, this is a great way to
Yes,
do that.
yes, absolutely.
And I love that you said it's inexpensive. It makes it very accessible.
Yeah. And overall, when you start to see the benefit of it, it is something then you want to do for yourself. So yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Um, Talk to us about some more things that we can do to give back to our skin to create health in that regard.
I mean, I love a jade or a gemstone roller, also facial dry brushing. Those are two, I would classify them as beauty tools, but really they're health tools. This is a roller is working the lymphatic system as well as the dry brush. And when you do those in certain methods, you're flushing away toxic fluid. And a lot of times that becomes stagnant and backed up. And then it's a hindrance to health. And so these two tools I love, and super quick and simple to do, but have tremendous benefits on a cellular level, for sure. And
Now, is that something you should do daily, or is that you should space it out?
a roller definitely daily, and a facial dry brush for sure you can do daily. It is a coarser brush,
Mm.
not as coarse as a body dry brush, but maybe starting out 3 times a week, and then slowly, gradually going up to, yes, every day morning. I like to say, like, your toothbrush is your brush for your teeth. The facial dry brush is the brush for your face, and both go hand in hand and should be replaced every 3 months together. But rolling too, you can do this in the morning and at nighttime, and just always starting on the neck and opening up the lymphatic system in the neck, and then moving up and then draining it all down. But phenomenal tool, and a dry brush, phenomenal tool. And
I love
that,
it.
again, true cellular glow.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, and we're talking about doing things that are gentle. This is not.
Very gentle.
Yeah.
Yes. The lymphatic fluid is literally right underneath the skin surface. Both of these tools require zero pressure. You just literally just let it roll.
All right, let it roll.
Yes. At the end of December, I was giving these all to my clients, and I'm like, everyone is rolling into 2020. And I'm like,
That is genius. I love it.
yeah, no, they're an amazing tool.
Talk to us about, so I find myself constantly talking to people about water and the importance of hydrating with things that actually give back to your body, meaning like coffee doesn't count, or alcohol that doesn't count as your fluid intake for the day. And I would suspect you can see the difference in skin. I know, that's not my specialty, it's yours, but can you talk to us a little bit about the importance of hydration?
Well, hydration is really water. It's life, on an internal and external level. Skin you can have oily skin and you can have dry skin, and that is actually the level of production of oil. Or you can have oily skin and have dehydrated skin, and that's then lack of water in the skin. And really how you nourish that is through hydrosols. And that's actually the plant's water that's distilled. So it hydrates the skin a little bit differently. But on an internal level, I found sometimes when there's adrenal issues, a lot of cortisol, a lot of adrenaline in the body, sometimes I have found people have issues with water. They don't feel hydrated ever, as much water as they drink. And then, even a simple switch of something as far as like a clean coconut water, or eating your water, as far as a high water fruit content, as far as watermelon, cucumbers, adding fruit to your water. It digests differently. It absorbs differently. Of course, I'm a huge advocate of lemon water first thing in the morning. And as far as caffeine, we all sometimes need a kick. And
That's the human side of all of this.
exactly. Yes, I love matcha. Um, I'm a huge fan of matcha. I've been drinking it for 6, 7 years now. Um, and it's a clean caffeine. It's enough where it's there, but where coffee, I love coffee though too. I will never deny a coffee at a cute coffee house. No. Um, but it can be dirty. It is dirty. It's filled with pesticides, depending on what kind of coffee you're going with. Same thing with wine. Wine is, oh my goodness, very dirty. And also, women should only be really consuming 1 glass of wine in the evening. It definitely interrupts sleep with women and men as well, of course, drinking. But wine turns to sugar at night. And that's giving the body then energy. So 1 glass is really, but whatever you got going on, I have no judgment towards anything.
We're just talking about things that are optimal. So if people can judge where they are now, like self-evaluate, and if they want to move the needle forward or in favor of them and their health, these are just things you can do that are super easy and that you can change yourself. So there's no judgment. It's just like, by the way, if you want.
It's also becoming more conscious of the decisions that you then choose to make and how that it hinders the body. Is this helping or hindering my body? And I think if the more and more we become educated in that, I think obviously more your decisions are going to be made more consciously. And especially, again, when you are connected back to the body. Yeah.
I love it. Any final thoughts on or suggestions on how to give back to the body or the skin at the end of the day?
I really love, and Laurel, the skincare line that I carried, she's said this beautifully as far as our skin is our internal mirror, and our skin takes a true beating throughout the day of protecting us. It is truly our covering of our internal, and it's a fascinating organ, and it is truly our armor, our protector. And I think when things come up into the skin as far as acne, eczema, psoriasis, a slew of, skin issues, even to accelerated aging, we instantly want to attack the skin. Where really, I think it was just put beautifully by her in saying to really thank your skin, thank it because it's telling us something, and it's showing us. So that's where when you reconnect, you can really align when the body is not happy. And that does definitely show up in the skin. So when it does, I think it's an alarm, and to thank the body of showing you, and getting back to heal the body.
So true. So true. And I share a similar sentiment whenever people are coming in for care, that rather than feeling like the body is the enemy, it's really expressing gratitude for what it does for us. And specifically, we're talking about skin, expressing gratitude for our skin, like even something as simple as that. But thank you so much for joining us today, and talk to us about how people can find you online and in person.
Thank you for having me. My Instagram is Modern Holistic Skin, and my website is www.modernholisticskin.com. Yes, and everything, all info is on the website, and I'm about to kick up Instagram again.
Yay! And if you haven't checked out her Instagram, it's a beautiful Instagram. And so if you need to find her, you can obviously go to mine, and I follow her, so we're all connected. Again, thank you so much, Jamie, for being on. We definitely want to have you on again to share some more wisdom.
Thank you so much for having me. It was great doing this with you, and I would love to.
Yay. All right. Well, you guys have a great day, and until next time.